Hi guys, welcome back to Linda's Pantry. So today I made, and I'm doing this after I've got everything done, today I made some plum syrup. I started out thinking I was going to try to turn it into jelly or some kind of a preserve. I could not find a recipe that I was happy with, so I just decided that I would make it on my own, and instead of recanning and trying to gel it up more, I left it for syrup. It's absolutely delicious, and I truly hope that if you get some plums, you try this because it came out excellent. So we will have waffle syrup and ice cream topping, and not that I eat ice cream, but somebody might want to. For probably the whole year, really. It did 11 half pints, so it was a lot, and it was just so nice of the person that blessed me with those plums. So I put them to good use, and I am going to share some of it with her. So, all right, you guys, come along for the ride because it really came out good. Hi guys, I'm so glad that you decided to stay with me for this. This is going to be delicious. Now I'm going off the recipe that comes off of the Certo pectin, and it just says 4 pounds of plums. I'm pretty sure that's at least 4 pounds. So it doesn't say in cups really. So yeah, it's just saying 4 pounds. Anyway, it says to pit them and chop them finely, so that's what we're going to start doing. And I've got to get a bowl. These plums were a gift, and I promised I would not let them go to waste. And they're delicious. Oh my gosh! If I could stay out of them, it'd be great. So I'm just grabbing a garbage bowl here for this, and I've already washed these thoroughly. It's pretty easy to wash. Just rinse them out. And see, this is the problem I was worried about. Is they're going to be hard to pit. What I think I want to do is cook these a little bit, or not even, I mean, they're soft enough, not even do that, but put them through the Victorio strainer, because look at that. We're going to end up with, it says not to peel them and all that, but I don't know how that peel would taste in the jelly. They're good, but I don't know. I think I'm going to put them through the Victorio strainer. So, yeah. That way I don't have to be so perfect about this, because that's not going to be a pretty product if I keep going that way. So what I'll do is I'll bring you back and show you that apparatus. I got it all set up and ready to go because it is canning and preserving season, I should say. Anyway. Okay, so I got the Victorio strainer all set up, and that first plum was not a great example of the rest of them. The rest of them are have a little more firmness. I've come across a few that are really soft like that. But I'm just cutting around the pit, and I am going to put them through the strainer just because I don't think I want that skin in my plum jam. So I'm going to do it my way. Nothing wrong with that, right? And so just trimming them up. Make sure that your hands and all your equipment is impeccably clean, and cut any bad spots out that had a blemish on the skin. I don't even want it on there. These plums are super sweet, delicious, delicious. Okay, so I think I'll get an example started for you here. I'm gonna have to wash my hands. And this is, I mean, it's got a little bit of time to do this, but it's not hard work. It's really rewarding to know that I'm gonna have this beautiful jam when I'm done. With those sweet, sweet plums. Gosh, they're good. Whoops. sorry about that. Okay, so I'm gonna get my, well, I'll show you what I got going on here. Strainer, the Victorio strainer. This is a Victorio strainer, and this was given to me about 15, maybe 18 years ago, at least 15 years ago, and I use it every year. I mean, it's just been a workhorse. It only came with one screen, and I believe it was probably 15 years old when she got it. I'm not positive, but by the looks of the box, I still have the original box and stuff that I store it in. I would like to get a new one, or at least the attachments, but I've got to call the company because mine is a 260 model, I believe, and I don't know that the attachments will fit because they're for a different model number. But I could always call and see because I'd like to have the berry attachment and stuff and the salsa attachment. So that's my Victorio, and I'm going to bring you back when I'm running it through. There's really no easy way to do this other than just start dropping them in. I've got a glove on this hand just because I don't need to have it. The juice kind of starts working on your skin after a while. The acids, I guess, in the skin. This makes my mouth water. They're so good. They're just delicious. So I might have enough here for a couple batches. I've got a sink full of jars, so I'm ready. I have my jars are been sanitized. Now they're sitting in boiling hot water in the sink. That's why I love that kettle, because I can just, honest and truly, just fill up the sink, you know, and then I'm not running my hot water heater as much. It's just a really economical way to do it. And I'm going to bring this cutting board actually right over to the whole thing and let some of those juices down on there, as well as drop some on the floor. It's a messy job, I'm telling you. You can see some of the juice coming down the slide. And we'll get working on this here in a second. Okay, the hopper is now full. I'm going to go ahead and get the last bit of that juice. And there we go. Over to the sink. Like that. Rinse my hands so I'm not filthy, and clean my mess up. Oh my gosh. Okay. Sorry. Really wasn't as ready as I thought. You don't need the outside of that all sticky. Okay, so all you really do is you take the plunger and start pushing it down. There's kind of a happy medium to how aggressive you can be. If you push too hard, it's going to make it really hard to turn. And there we go. And I've got this mounted to a little TV tray because my counter is a thick granite, and it won't attach to it. Actually, I like to do this outside as much as possible, just because it's fun to be out there. You can see the skins coming through the other side. And there you go. Oh, that looks beautiful. You can go back. Last year I made my apple butter with this, and I also made my tomato soup. This is the only way I use tomatoes. You know, I mean, as far as if I get nice big ones and they're pretty uniform, I'll go ahead and blanch them and get their skins off. But this is my machine of preference. So as soon as I get all these done, I will go ahead and bring you back and show you the end result. So let's see what I got. See, there's the hopper full, the plunger. And there's the close-up of the pulp. How beautiful. All right, okay, guys, we're ready, I hope. Anyway, I'm going to add my, hopefully, I'm going to add all my ingredients together. I'm actually going to put a cup of water in here. Now I can turn the stove back on. And I have my canning pot is up to about 180, feels like. It's not boiling or anything. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add my sugar. I've got 6.5 cups of sugar. Now I want to see how much of the plum puree I got. I mean, it is beautiful. I did run the skins back through a second time, and I'll tell you, some of the prettiest pulp came out of that. So that's why I cut any blemishes on the skins, just because if I'm going to run them through again, I don't want blemishes in my mix. So I wanted to see how much fruit product we have here, since we're kind of winging it. It looks like 6 cups of fruit puree. And I think that's going to be just fine. Okay, so I'm going to throw that in there. And I need my spatula back. This is going to make a gorgeous jelly or jam, whatever you want to call it. And you still have some of that pulp in there. I did clean up the Victoria strainer before I brought you back, because it's simple to clean, but if you don't clean it right away, then it becomes harder. And it makes me crazy. It makes me crazy knowing it's over there waiting for me. So I'm a clean up as I go kind of girl. Let's see how you can see that. Okay, I'll bring you in closer, I think. Sorry, my tripod kind of stuck in one spot there for a second. Actually, maybe I'll bring you up a little bit higher. There we go. Now you can see it. It's beautiful. Getting that sugar all dissolved into its liquid form. And I'm going to bring this to a boil and I'm going to let it cook for a few minutes, and then we'll add our pectin and all that once we get it to a boil it can't stir down. All right, I'll be back. Okay, I've got my liquid has come to a boil. I let it simmer for about, I don't know, 10 minutes here. Now we're at a rolling boil that I can't stir down. It keeps boiling, which is what I want. I did put a little pat of butter in here, and I also put a tablespoon of lemon juice, just to add some acidity. I don't know that I need it, but that's okay. Okay, so now I'm adding 1 package of the liquid pectin. And, you know, plums have a lot of pectin anyway on their own, so I don't foresee any problems of them not sealing or not gelling up. And I'm going to keep this now. It's kind of you got to go back up to a rolling boil that you can't stir down. I'm going to boil that for 1 minute, and then we're going to jar it up. Oh, it looks so pretty. It doesn't need any food coloring or anything. It's just going to be gorgeous. And you could make this a spicy plum jelly. if you wanted to put some spices in there, but I just want to taste it just how it is. So I'm going to leave that alone. It's almost there. See how I'm able to kind of stir it down now? It's getting to the point where it doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm going to start my timing. And it's 10:03. And we'll go to 10:04 and then we get to jar. I'm so excited. It's pretty exciting. I'm quite often amazed that more people don't do this. It's very rewarding. It's good to know what's on your table and that there's healthy options for you to do. And so I'm shocked as green as we're trying to become. We still haven't figured out that we need to be a little more self-reliant, not relying on somebody else and some big corporation to make our stuff for us. Anyhow, modern conveniences, right? All right, so this is beautiful. And as soon as you turn it off or turn it down, that foam settles right down. It won't stay. You can put a pat of butter in there to control foaming, or you can just spoon it off and have it over your toast. Okay, it's been a minute, probably even over a minute. We're going to start jarring it up. Let me get a jar or 5. Hot. And I'm going to jar these in the jars I sell them or give them away in for right now. Okay. Now, I don't need, I gotta get I need my jar lifter and my funnel. And I'll get you over where you can see the action. Okay. I had to get the handles up on my rack. There we go. See how it's calmed down? The foam's just disappearing. So, a visual of this. Move these over a little bit closer to the action. And you're just gonna put this in jars. And if for some reason this didn't set, we have a beautiful plum syrup for pancakes. So I don't even worry about it. And I love to dip my toast in jelly that is a little bit on the loose side. I don't mind at all. Jellies can go within a 1/4 inch of headspace. Don't have as much expansion. All the liquid's already been rendered. And there you go. Beautiful. And then we'll go by and we'll wipe our rims and make sure there's nothing on there that would prevent it from sealing. That one needed a little bit more. This is a nice big batch of jelly or syrup or whatever it is. Right? Because there wasn't really a good recipe available to me. If you guys have a recipe for plum jam that you like, or jelly, or I just wasn't thrilled. And the amount of them that I had, I didn't want to be here for 20 batches of 4 jars. You know what I mean? Okay, so I'm going to finish this up. I'm going to wipe the rims down. In fact, I'll do one for you. Wipe the rim down here. Ouch, hot, hot, hot. Get my lid lifter, magnetic wand. And these are the water bath solid one-piece lids. I order them online. I go ahead and really give that a good spin. Make sure you can see that, how pretty that is. Look how pretty. Can't wait to taste it. And we're gonna use our jar lifter to put it in the canner. All right, so I'll bring you right back when I finish jarring these up and tell you how many I got. Okay, so it gave me 11 pints and a cute little ramekin full for dipping my toast in. So I'll be trying that out. That'll also give me a good idea of how well it sets up. So, or 11 half pints, sorry. I said 11 pints. 11 half pints. These are going to process, once this comes to a full boil, I will process them 15 minutes and then I'll shut it down and let it cool down and rest in the canner for another 10. So I'm going to go take a shower and I'll be back to show you the end result. Alright guys, I'm going to give you the end result here. They've been resting in the canner while I got my shower and it doesn't look like it's set. As I was in the shower, I thought, you know, I bet it needed more pectin, but I'll check. And you can see, I mean, they're kind of runny in there. But I put a little container, and I'll show you, in the refrigerator. And I think these are perfect for biscuits. They, you know, they'd be okay for pancakes. They're not quite runny enough for pancakes. But for like a biscuit, I don't really want a big glob of jelly. You know what I mean? So, and then I'm going to save this water, even though it has vinegar in it. I can put it around any acid-loving plant outside. So I will, once it cools down all the way, I'll give somebody a big drink of water. And then that way I'm not wasting my resources. Oh my gosh, isn't this pretty? It's very beautiful. I love it. Love it. So I've got some plums put up. I'm very excited that I didn't waste any of that. And so I'll show you the container. And it's so good. Oh my gosh. And how thick it is. Let me see how good you can see that. Ooh, pretty. They're so pretty. They really are. It's just like delicious. Wow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a view of how it came out. Even after being in the fridge, this little container, I'm going to make sure I can stay in here with you. This little container, it's actually a pretty good consistency even for ice cream. Pancakes, I think so, actually. You know what? And that's okay. Now, if I really wanted a thick jelly, which I really didn't, I just wanted to make sure I didn't waste those plums. It's got that tart, deep, rich plum taste. Oh my gosh, that is so good. If I wanted it to really be like a jelly, I would go ahead and empty the jars and reprocess them with another container of pectin. You know, sometimes we second guess ourselves and it's okay. To me, this isn't a fail at all. This is a wonderful syrup that I can use for pancakes, biscuits, drizzled over a biscuit or a scone, toast, because that's the little container I dip when I have toast. So I hope it inspires you. Ooh, waffles. I hope it inspires you to not waste a thing. When somebody gives you a bounty of something, go ahead and do something with it and enjoy what you're doing. I absolutely love canning, and so this to me is just a wonderful way to use up what Mother Nature gave us. And oh, we're gonna have some plum syrup for quite a while. So anyway, hope it inspires you, hope it brings you back. Hope you go to my Facebook page and like this, because I'm going to post this video over there. And we'll see you next time, guys. God bless.